There's one ape, however, that spends nearly all its time on the ground. It's the biggest of all the apes, the shyest, one of the rarest, and until recently, one of the least known, the gorilla. We're so similar. Their sight, their hearing, their sense of smell are so similar to ours that we see the world in the same way as they do. They live in the same sort of social groups, family relationships. They walk around on the ground as we do. I sit here surrounded by this trusting gorilla family. They're gentle, placid creatures. The boss of the group is that
Alan Wise.
The rest are adult females with their young sons and daughters, and this is how they spend most of their time, lounging on the ground, grooming one another.
First we have Alan Chimp Wise. Second we have Ian Tamarin Griffiths. Our third hairy contestant is Kevin Monkey Boy Cox. Our fourth contestant is James Orangutan Black. This strange chappie is Dave Gibbon Smith. Our sixth contestant is James Marmoset Shaw. Direct from Brokeback Mountain, he's a playful chappie. Our seventh contestant is Graham Mandarin Smith. And it's great to see two little chimps playing in the wild too.
If you suddenly appeared close to them and took them by surprise, then they would almost certainly charge.
It's the start of the race, and Ian Tamarin Griffiths gets to a good start, followed by a little chimp. Alan Wise is making his way up onto the outside. Two chimps have gone down at the back of the course, and we've got Dave Smith making his way up, and we've got some grooming taking place on the left-hand side there. James Black displays a problem with his knees, and a territorial fight breaks out in the back. Yet again we've got Kev Cox, Monkey Boy, taking it very, very seriously this time, with James Shaw powering through the middle. Kev Cox ties his shoelaces and is groomed on the way past. Little Chimp distracts Alan Wise. Marty takes some time and a banana gets thrown at him from James Shaw. Bit of a cruel play there by James, and the play is stopped by sheer laughter. James Smith and Graham Black are lagging behind, whilst Little Chimp pushes Ian Griffith off the course. It seems the potassium's taken hold of our chimps and the race turns to crap. Like a scene out of Brent a Ghost, Ian Griffiths is parachuted to the front of the race. Ian looks round in amazement as he's assaulted by a banana. Making their way on the second lap now, the group speed ahead, with Kev Cox amazingly transporting himself from the front of the group down to the middle. Dave Smith takes time out in fits of laughter, realising that the race is just one big game of hopscotch. Graham and James take some time out to give themselves a good groom. You'll see them later on holding hands, skipping into the sunset. James and Kevin share some love. Graham seems a tad annoyed by Ian, which is not hard these days. Dave and James seem to be dancing to the song Thriller, whilst Ian gives his version of one of the zombies. And the race draws to a close. Alan and James are holding hands, with Graham Smith demonstrating his abilities to act like Herman Munster. Dave Smith makes a run for it, slips on a banana, and Ian Griffith comes racing through on a three-wheeled bike. To the disappointment of all the other chimps, he wins the race. Now let's take a look at that win once again as Ian drives past on his trike, gloating at the camera.